Dear Deary, so happy new month. Welcome to September. Yes, that's what it is now, is September. Um, and for people who are like, dude, why are you saying happy new month? Because it's a new month. We say happy new year. Why not happy new month? It gets a little bit annoying when I run around saying happy new hour and happy new minute. So I don't do that as much anymore. I still do that on WoW. If I'm on WoW and I'm in a capital city or something and I hear the like in Thunderbluff, you'll hear the drums chiming out however many hours it is, and on in like Alliance City, Stormwind, you'll hear. I have nothing against the Alliance. I have um, 3 worgen, 2 dwarves. Uh, Probably have something. I think I have a night elf somewhere. I think, or I did for a while, and then changed my mind because they're responsible for everything bad that happens in the world. Just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Whatever that means. So, yeah, happy new month. Welcome to September. Make sure you pay your rent. Uh, for those of you who's what do. Yesterday I mentioned a recipe with beef tallow. Not tallow, please. No, no. Uh, I look what I started out mentioning marrow, which is what I meant to say the whole time was marrow. My understanding is that tallow is like fat, liquefied rendered fat, suet. Blah, blah, no, Mm-mm. No, no. So just marrow. Fine, go ahead, make marrow bacon strips, even though it's not bacon because it's beef or whatever. I meant marrow, not tallow. Um, and I don't mean taro either because that's a root. Um, there's been a lot of uh, Hearthstone footage lately, and it looks like an awesome game. There's just must have been an incredible amount of QA that went into figuring out all the various permutations of card combinations and whatnot, and what cards work well against others and what ones don't work against cards. I mean, given the way it is and how firmly locked all the rules are for all the cards, there's no doubt in my mind that most of it could have very easily been automated, and you could have just had servers just running this thing all night, constantly, just saying it's like, okay, this didn't work, and then you go in and you have somebody check it manually and find out why it didn't work. But yeah, anyway, one of the things about it that worries me a little bit is with the beta in particular, is that it is Blizzard has made it quite clear that whatever money you spend on the beta right now, because everything's still in flux. The cards have certain powers, and certain ones work, and certain ones don't, and different cards' abilities might get, or attributes might get changed between now and release or whatever. So what's going to happen is at the end of the beta, everybody will get their money refunded. I use quotes on that because what they're going to do is they're going to give them back all of the gold, because basically you use money to buy decks of cards, and you will get that equivalent cost, because like $40 will buy you, like, I think it's like $20 buys you 15 decks of cards, I think, something like that. Like, with as much of the footage as I've watched over the past couple of weeks, you'd think I could remember, but I can't. Anyway, so X amount of money gets you X number of cards, and cool and all, but what if you decide you don't like the game? What if something happens between now and release, and you've spent $100, $150 buying decks of cards for this thing, and they're like, here's the gold that you spent on the thing. It's like, I don't want the gold, because what they want is it's like going to a department store and trying to return something for money, and they're like, no, we can give you a store credit for it. And it's like, you don't understand. I don't want to shop here. I want my money back, and I want my money. I don't want in-store credit. I want my money back. And that seems, I don't know, it's entirely possible that if somebody's going to spend that much money on the game, the likelihood is that they are almost certainly going to continue playing it after release. And why not? It's a gorgeous game. It's very pretty, and it looks like it's a hell of a lot of fun. I enjoy just watching it. I probably wouldn't enjoy playing it, but I definitely enjoy watching it. Anyway, but that was just something that came to mind, is that refunding the gold is like in-store credit. Never really been a big fan of that. So went back to dog park again today with Bray, and several of the dogs who were there yesterday when I went were back again. And you've got like these two groups that continually, and when I say two groups, it's like one group, because I say it's two because you've got the dogs and their owners. And you show up and the dogs all go and interact, and then all the humans go and interact with each other. And it's just kind of, anyway, a lot of the dogs that were there yesterday were there again today, as I said. One of the ones that I was happiest to see was Harry, the big Bernese mountain dog, who was just an absolute cuddle monster. And again, today, he came right over to me and just sat down between my legs and leaned back against my knees. I was like, grabs me everywhere. Just, absolutely adorable. Gorgeous. Big bark. Big dog, so that makes sense. But when other dogs start getting out of control, he kind of goes into police mode. It's like, hey, everybody shut up. Play nice. It's like, yeah, you tell him, Harry. You tell him. But he's an absolute sweetheart. So, the only other thing that I had is something that I discovered in my email the other day. And that is that I was, months back, I was watching a TV series called Once Upon a Time, which Jane Espenson is one of the writers, executive producer, goddess, things of the show. And it's really, really awesome because basically you take the fantasy world that all of our children's stories come from, all of them. Cinderella, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, all that stuff, it all comes from the same world. They live in different parts of this big enchanted forest, but they all live in the same world. Different kingdoms within the thing. And the Wicked Witch from Snow White decides, you know what, I've had it with this crap. I'm going to screw up all of your happy endings. And so she casts this curse that transports everybody out to this world, to a small little town in, I think, Maine, called Storybrooke, where she is the mayor and everybody leads these humdrum lives, but they have no memory of who they were, back in their home realm. Prince Charming does not remember that he was Prince Charming. Snow White does not remember that she was Snow White, and they certainly don't remember that they were together because they are with other people. And it's just like, oh, bitch. All the acting is great, and I think I may have mentioned it before in, Dear Diaries way back. Anyway, the reason that it was so exciting is because now season 2 is available on Netflix for streaming. And I watched like the first 4 episodes, I think. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to go back and watch like the 5th or something. And Captain Hook is in this season. Some people don't think he's attractive. Those people are stupid. He's very nice. Just to bring back a little Borat there, which I never saw. And much like, there was a guy who worked with me at S3 who told me that I am not allowed to quote movies I have never seen. So I guess I can't really say that. but fudging. Yeah, that's about it. We are sitting right at 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and pack everything up, start the upload, and head back over to the house, watch an episode of Once Upon a Time, maybe two, if I feel like indulging a bit, and then probably go to bed. Yeah. Be back home tomorrow night because the guys that I'm dog sitting for should be home around 5:30 tomorrow California time, and they will drive me back home, presuming I don't call one of my housemates to come pick me up or something. But we'll see. Depends on how quickly I want to get back, and if they themselves get back in a timely fashion or something. So until the next time that I see you folks, I will wish you the best. Happy New Month. Go pay your rent, all that stuff, and be careless.